If you've been here before, you'll know we show the good and bad sides of off-grid life. And the truth is, off-grid life is messy, at least the way we do it. We've got half-finished projects like this pipe that needs burying and this trench that needs filling. There's piles of stuff everywhere at the moment. So then there's this area, which is a bit of a mess now, because first of all it was a pond, then it was a shallow well. None of them worked successfully because of salt water and other things not holding any water. So the plan is to tidy it up. Tidy this up. We've got our electric hookup here with water. We're going to put some hardcore down with a track to it. Maybe we could process chickens on this bit because we've got electric. It just opens up some options and tidies the area up. So we can do all those things, but it really helps if we have tools that are working. And at the moment we've got a ride-on lawnmower that's broken, we've got a digger that's broken, that's in for repair, we've got a power barrow that's broken, a chipper that doesn't chip, a tractor that we can't even ride on because the seat's broken. And all these things mount up, so not only is it time, but they're all really expensive to have fixed nowadays. So some of it I'm going to do myself, some of it I've tried to do and been unsuccessful and it's going in for repair. So that's where we are at the moment. The other week people were broken, this time the machinery's all broken. So we've got our chipper that wasn't chipping very well, it wasn't drawing anything through. It was, you had to really try to push the stuff in there, it wasn't dragging it in like it used to chip, so it was pretty useless. We knew the blades were blunt. On these blades you can turn them round. So this shiny side is actually the worn edge. This side that looks all rough and horrible is actually the new edge. It's just not got parents, got sap on it, but it's a little bit sharper than what this side was. It's all dented. So I'm just going to switch them round. But this has been a headache of a job to do. The cassette, you're supposed to take out just 4 bolts on there and it drops this thing out really easy. It wasn't. And also my back is really hurting today. I've hurt my back, so it's been a bit grueling. It's a real pain in the arse of a job. The bolts that were put in here are put in so tight, they're put in at 35 Newton meters, which no one says to do anymore. Looks on the forum and people are drilling them out and they're struggling, they're using everything they can to get the things out basically. There's some people saying use an impact driver. Well, I did manage to get some out with an impact driver, but they were chewed. Even just reversing them, using the socket, different things I used, the screws had actually gone in there and been chewed up, so they were put in way too tight, and they don't put any grease in, and they say not to put any grease in. But when you look on the forums, people that are doing it, that have spoken to Green Mech and other places, apparently they're telling us that don't put them in as tight as that. 28 Newton meters to 30 Newton meters. They're saying not do at 35 anymore, and they're also saying use grease. So that's what I'm going to have to do. To buy new blades, they're 96 quid each. The bolts, for 12 bolts, it was about 40 quid, 35, 40 quid. It's very expensive stuff, actually. And there was someone that wrote that they had theirs, they sent theirs in to have new blades put on, and with the labour it's 400 quid. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm just trying to have a go at some of this stuff because it's now just so expensive to send anything in to be done. Some things had to go in. Our power barrow needs a new carburettor and that. It's gone in, you know. I messed around with it. I thought it was just a seal that had gone. I messed around, it was still leaking. It was the carburettor in the end. And I thought, well, do I now try and find which one that actually takes and mess around with it, and then you've got no guarantees, or do we just, you know? And so my dad took it in, and it's going to get it fixed. So pain. So I'm just nipping them up so that they start to get there, and then I use the actual torque wrench with the right settings on it. 28, I'm going to go, so that's 28, I'm going to go to, so 28 there, 0, to 2, that should be it, 30. Oh, you mother... That's just snapped off of it. Ow. Well, what the... This is why I hate these jobs. Now I've got that bit stuck in there, and it's just snapped straight off. Right. What the hell am I doing? I'll try and get that out of there. That's come out. I've got a spare one, but they're from the same place. I'm not very confident that it's going to... it's twisted. It's twisted and snapped off. So not only could I not see the numbers on the torque wrench, I also couldn't hear it click, which the camera and the microphone picked up really well. So I'll now buy this brand again. Hobbs Not Professional. Not even our spraying cans want to work today. I'll try and work out. I'm going to put this on the floor now. Put that down there, into there. No, I'm not.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get that back in there.
Do you want any help?
Well, yeah, but I can't. I don't know. Yeah, it's really heavy. It should just sit right over it, but it doesn't. I have to put it on even ground or something, because this is a joke. That's better. That was the problem, it just wasn't level enough to do it. Nice, go away. What I'm doing here is putting the drive belts back on and tensioning them back up. After changing all the filters and changing the oil, we got it started. The next day, the barrow came back from repair. Grandad just picked it up. So we brought it back in to put the tow bar on it to push the trailer back in, and as we were doing that we realised it was all over the place, it wasn't ticking over properly and was making a sort of grinding noise now and again as well, which it didn't have before, and it actually went back on the trailer and back for repair.
You can go, it's okay, go on then.
You end up doing things yourself. People don't fix things properly. So my poor dad, after running around all day, taking the barrow, then coming back and it not working, then taking it again, and they tinkered with it and it started working, and they hardly did anything to it. Apparently they just took the air filter off and it started to run. That sounds better. So I'm going to take some trees out to make a route to get stuff in and out near the electric that's near the pond. And we're going to put some hard stone down eventually through here, but I'm going to clear the trees. But listen to that, that's been repaired, and it's not running right still. Yeah, so trees. Had a few comments recently about being content, sort of being content with what you've got, and because I appear on the outside to be a bit of a miserable sod, I think, but I don't go just around like just happy, 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 smiley, smiley, smiley. You get those people, but then they're happy, 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 but then you find they're actually really depressed. I'm not like that. I'm very sort of level, really, and that level is somewhat for some people on the moody scale, where I'm just like, things aren't, I'm busy, I'm working hard, I'm tired, and I want to get on and do stuff, and it's frustration when I can't. So that's not really contentment. And what is contentment? Because to be content, you've almost got to switch off. You've got to be able to switch off and not think about impending war, climate, if you're one of those, all that sort of stuff. Don't think about anything. Is that contentment? I'm not sure. Because if you start thinking about climate and war, you start thinking, I've got to prepare for something. So contentment is basically people that can just switch off. Is that what contentment is? People that can just switch things off and just go, okay, that's fine, I'm content. I thought I saw something then. This morning I thought I saw an otter on the pond. It turned out it was just a duck. It was very misty. But when people start to get content, you do wonder if they've actually got any drive. It's a fine balance. Obviously you have people like Steve Jobs that have regrets, or had regrets, should I say, obviously, because he's dead now, and apparently he regretted working so hard. But you know, for me, my kids are going to have this, so I've got to obviously spend balance of time with them and things like that, but I'm always pushing forward. It's just the way I am. It's just the way I want to be. I want to have enough money to do certain things, and you know, I'm not depressed about it, but I'm not going around going, oh, look at what I've got all this, I'm so wonderful, it's so wonderful, because it was hard earned, you know. And you do get a little bit jaded because things go wrong. We have stuff stolen, you have loads, spend money on having stuff fixed. We're not rich, but we don't go on loads of holidays, but the money we do have, we invest it, and this I felt was an investment. This land is an investment. Growing these trees feels like an investment in my time. I enjoy it. I enjoy walking around. When I get the moments to look up, I enjoy it. What do you enjoy? You know, it's what do you enjoy? You've got to balance things up yourselves, haven't you? I mean, look at the state of that. They love that little house. Some pallets and a bit of plastic. How content are you, the kids? They said today, Grace said, are you going to move that house? And I was like, might have to. Oh, I don't want to move that house, Daddy. But I managed to go round it, and she still got it, because for some reason she really loves it. It was a 5-minute job of putting some pallets together and putting a bit of plastic on the roof, and it did look better once it had some grass over it. You couldn't see the plastic. But their little playhouse, they absolutely love that. That's contentment, isn't it? I'm not sure they'd want to live in it.